If you land at Narita Airport and get off and walk into a neighborhood and walk through, perhaps you're going to cross the street, and then you hear this tune. Now, to our ears, that sounds a little bit sad. It's not something you would expect when you cross the street, but this is called the crossing. It's a very famous melody. And so you'll hear this at street corners everywhere when it's time for you to walk across and the melody stops when it's time to stop. And this comes across the board in a lot of their extremely famous melodies. Here's another one. The sad interval that we constantly hear in their melodies is this minor second. Americans hear this and they expect some kind of resolution. We want to see conflict resolved. We believe that the world is one day, all sin is going to come, peace is going to end, and there's going to be peace. That everything resolves in that way. But the Japanese don't believe that, and it's reflected in their music. And here's another one, the Cherry Blossoms, the most famous Japanese song. There's that interval. And would you believe it? It's even in their wind chimes. These are what wind chimes in Japan sound like. There's the minor second. In the US, in Memphis, you expect this. And our melodies come from it. It's all just black notes of the piano. It has a certain consonance and happy hope that we would expect in music. This minor second is so strongly opposed to us as Americans that if I play this minor second, if I stop there, you'll all be very angry with me, because you want to hear, right? We expect this resolution. And so the question is, if we're going to talk about the gospel in a plan where the universal language isn't universal anymore, where they're sad, what sounds sad to us just sounds normal to them. How do we do it? How do we talk about the gospel? Well, we have to find common elements in their culture and the beauty of the gospel and the beauty in their culture. How do we cross these barriers? And there's quite a few, and those are the ones I want to talk about this morning to help us understand this God that we praise and how the gospel is working in Japan.